My name is Sarah Samantha Inverness. I was in the United States Navy. I served one tour in the Bosnia-Herzegovina intervention in 1995. My unit was attacked by unknown militants. My teammates were killed. And I was taken to a facility in Cambodia where I was held against my will and tortured, all at the hands of Dr. Joseph Erickson. Dr. Erickson was a child prodigy. He graduated from high school at 15 and earned degrees in psychology and biochemistry. Erickson soon became the CEO of the pharmaceutical enterprise, Biotech. He was working on one of the most deadly bioweapons the world had ever seen. Erickson allied himself with Merciless Wyatt, founder of the private military contractor Virtus International. Dr. Erickson had the brains and the means to create such a bioweapon, and Wyatt had the resources and the money. The bioweapon is called the encephalic plague. It's a mutated form of the bubonic plague, which almost wiped out all of Europe in the 1300s. By mutating this virus, Erickson created a contagious new virus, one that would alter the minds of the infected, turning them into violent, unpredictable killing machines. He intended to use this virus to take over the world. Together they formed the Chimera, named for the three-headed beast of Greek mythology. And like the three-headed beast, the Chimera had three heads. Erickson was one, Wyatt was another, and I was intended to be the third. And after countless nights of torture, Erickson nearly succeeded. He gave me a new name, Monica, and a new identity. He almost had the world's greatest assassin until a government extraction team came and rescued me. This extraction team worked for a secret government body that not even known to the president. I only know them as the agency. The agency already knew about Chimera's plan and was working on a way to stop them. After vigorous training, I was named an agency operative. I was partnered with another agent, Victoria Malatesta. Our assignment was to gather a select team of candidates and narrow them down to the best suited to take down Chimera. There were 9 candidates in all. After careful selection, we gathered our candidates together to a police station in Miami. But before our mission could truly begin, Victoria Malatesta betrayed me for the enemy. She made a deal with Chimera's new third head, a top-rate assassin known as Colin Thomas. In exchange for a large sum of money, Victoria gave Thomas our candidate list. Thomas and I infiltrated the Miami-Dade Police Department on opposite sides, hoping to manipulate the candidates to our cause. When things got too heated, and at the loss of one candidate, I moved the remainders to a police department in Wildwood, New Jersey. Our intel suggested that the Chimera may have operations there. As the years went by, candidates were excluded, incarcerated, and killed. By now, only 2 remain. Alex Bell, a Holmesian human lie detector from Philadelphia, and Harry Glasses, a brilliant but socially awkward genius from Atlanta. Bell found out about this operation and joined the cause. He was also responsible for the death of Thomas 2 months prior. It wasn't perfect. Too many people had died, and only Bell knew of Chimera's existence. But time was running out. Erickson had perfected his virus. It's not how the agency hoped that this would turn out, but it's the best we've got. We have to stop them before it's too late.
Captain John DeAngelis, Wildwood PD, access number 4496. Give me an emergency dispatcher, please. I've got 2 men down, corner of 4th and Cambria. Any backup in CSU here, Pronto? Thank you. Al? Jesus Christ! Alex. Oh, fuck. Alex. Oh, kid. Alex. Oh, no. Captain John DeAngelis, Wildwood PD. I got an officer down, corner of 4th and Cambria. I need backup, and I need EMS right away. Right now, please. Alex, kid. Just talk to me. Alex, please. Oh, fuck no. Come on, where are you? I need it now! Alex. Alex! No, Ronnie, I don't know what happened. I just took Bell in for surgery. He's in critical condition. They tell me Harry's gonna be okay. They just stitched him up. He'll probably be out in a couple of minutes. No, I don't know. I don't know what they were doing. I'm sure as hell gonna find out. Damn it, Alex. What are you thinking? Doctors have stopped the bleeding. No long-lasting injuries, but for some very strange reason, you're not waking up. Brings up the question, maybe you just don't want to wake up. Maybe you just want to lie there and taunt me a little more, right? Yeah. Sounds like you. Look, Alex, we've known each other 13 years. At least I thought we did. Just that entire time, I knew you, but I never took the time to understand you. That was my fault, and I apologize for it. But if I could turn back time, if I could make different choices, I'd do that. But I can't. So, all I can basically give you, Sarge, is just hang in there, okay? I know you know how to fight, so just do that. Don't give up. Just fight as long as you can, kid. Hey, Harry, how you feeling?
I feel like shit. My head is killing me, but they stitched it up. Okay. Got some bruised ribs, but luckily I didn't break anything.
Good. It's good to hear. Now you can tell me what the hell happened.
Huh?
Well, you leave in the middle of the day. It's not like you. I try to get in touch with you and I'm not getting anywhere. Then I get a call from Mike fucking Franco, of all people, telling me you're in trouble in the city. So I have to wonder, what are you doing in Philly with a man who wants Bell behind bars?
It's not what you think, John.
It better not be what I think, Harry. We're a team here. We're supposed to have each other's backs.
Do you have Monica's back?
I'm really going to pretend you didn't just say that, Harry.
But I did just say that. You need to face the facts.
What did you just say, you little shit?
Listen, you don't want Belle to be involved in anything bad. I understand that. You're going after Monica because she has connections with everyone who died. But you know who else has connections with everyone who died? Belle.
Listen, I've known Bell for 13 years. You've known him for 7 years, correct?
Yeah.
You and I don't know anything about Monica, anything at all. And suddenly you're going to take her word over his? What's wrong with you?
I thought I knew my so-called friend, Belle. But you know what I found out after 7 years? I don't know jack shit. I didn't know he could read micro-expressions. I didn't know he had a wife. I didn't know he was a suspect in this wife's murder. I didn't know he was born into a satanic cult. You know what I find out? I don't know anything, and you know just as much as I do.
So everything you're telling me is coming from our good old friend Mike Franco, and you're standing there telling me my evidence is bad?
You can say what you want about Franco. Never lied to me. You want so badly for your protege to not be the bad guy here. It's causing you to miss simple facts.
Yeah? You tell me what facts I'm missing.
Bell was in Erickson's office the night Thomas was killed.
Excuse me?
Yep. He called me from Erickson's office. He answered some pretty weird questions, too. I traced his call. He was calling from the biotech labs 1 hour before Thomas's time of death. You know something else? Bell was the last one in charge of Thomas's blood samples. You just spoke to Bell on the phone right before he died. You want to know something else? Bell was the one back in 2009 that found Shane Donahue's body. These are all things you could have figured out, but you didn't want them to be true. You didn't want to look. You really don't know Bell as well as you think you do. You don't believe me? No? Here's one for you to try. Mercer King is Alex Bell's father. Yeah. Truth hurts, doesn't it?
I never know what to do with you. I used to think that I needed to hold your hand and push you to do what's best for you. But after rehab, you were doing so well, so I held back. Because you needed to handle things on your own, and because you wanted me. And I thought I'd finally started to understand, so I let you go after your father on your own, and look what happened. You know, I should have been there for you, and now you might die, and I can't save you this time, pal. You can't die. We're not done yet. We have to fight the Chimera. We have to take down Wyatt and Victoria and Erickson, and we have to stop the virus. And you're my partner, and you can't leave me like this. I hope you understand that I realize how much you've given me. That I know you've told me so much, and I know how hard it is for you to trust somebody like that. And look at me. I haven't told you anything. You know nothing about me, and I've done nothing but ask more and more of you. And I am so sorry. I just need you to stay alive. Okay, I just My name is Sarah Inverness. Sarah Samantha Inverness. I was born in Baltimore. My mother was from Scotland. She was a heroin addict. I never went to college, and I enlisted in the Navy on my 18th birthday. I was a medic. My job was to heal people, and I loved my job. While I was in Bosnia, I was captured and taken to a Virtus facility in Cambodia. I met Dr. Erickson there. He told me that I was nobody. He told me that he was the only person in the whole world who cared about me. He brought me all my meals himself, and he was the only person who talked to me. he would order his men to beat me and to prod me into fighting infected test subjects and to inject me with drugs while he watched from the window. While I was sick and hallucinating, he would tell me what a great job I was doing. He named me Monica because he said that it meant alone. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for absolutely everything. I guess the doctor was right. In the end, I will always be alone.
Did it really take me almost getting stabbed to death to tell me all that?
Bill! Don't you ever do that again!
Don't worry. I don't plan on dying just yet.
So you were, awake for most of that.
I heard the whole thing. I figured for a long time you wanted me to tell me all that, but for some reason you couldn't. So I thought, if you thought I was dead, that you would.
I shouldn't have to think that you're dead. I should have just told you everything. I mean, you told me everything, and now you know everything. Oh wow, you know everything.
I thought that I knew everything. I always blamed the person that I turned into on being born in the Heaven's Night cult, but it turns out it wasn't their fault. I can remember a lot more than I let on. I can remember the rituals that they put me through. I remember being bathed in blood and being fed the remains of children that had been sacrificed before me. I can remember all the horrible things they used to say to me. I always blamed them for how I turned out, but it turns out I was just born this way. I was born to be a killer.
That's absurd. You are the strongest person that I know. Blood and fire can't make you into something that you're not. Even I can't get you to do something that you don't want to do. You are far too stubborn, Belle, and you know it.
No, I don't know it. And evidently neither do you. I killed my sister.
I think it's my job to know if you killed your sister.
My mother was pregnant with twins. A boy and a girl. During a pregnancy, one twin consumed the other. The boy killed the girl in the womb. After she gave birth, the boy was alive and the girl was dead. They said I didn't even cry. They took this as an omen that I was just a child the cult was looking for. And that's how all this started. The very first thing that I ever did was kill. Before I took my first breath, I had already taken a life. Can't blame my father for everything. Guess he finally got the child he was looking for.
Oh, come on, Belle. You're telling me you believe this metaphysical bullshit that the cult's pushing on you. That's a common phenomenon, more common than you think. So what? You think you're a killer because you had a sister who died? I refuse to believe that a rational person could subscribe to a superstition like that. There's nothing wrong with you. You are an amazing person. And we may have to kill people. We may have to kill a lot of people. But that does not make you evil, and that sure as hell does not make you Mercer King.
I really hope you're right. How bad did I screw up? I assume the FBI is looking for me.
I'll be here any second.
I sure hope you have a plan. Mike Franco's not going to pass up an opportunity like this.
I always have a plan.
Agent Franco may be obsessed with catching Alex Bell, but he's right about one thing. He's very dangerous and very unpredictable. I want us to go in there quietly, take him easily, and Agent Franco wants us to take him alive. Got it? Alright. Alex Bell, you're gone? Don't just stand around, go find him! I don't know how this happened, but Bell is gone.
A patrol car's on its way. You're welcome.
Sergeant Carmichael, are there any updates on Bell?
Well, the tip line's still open, but no calls have been coming in.
It's been a month. I can't believe that we don't have any leads.
Look, I'm just the messenger.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I know. Election day is tomorrow, I get it.
Nikki, I'm going out for a little while. Hold my calls, will you, sweetheart?
No problem, Sergeant.
Thank you.
Where are you going?
I have to clear my head, Meg. I'm sorry.
Clear your head. Shouldn't you be focused on finding Bell?
Counselor, please, try to understand. We haven't given up on finding Bell. We're still trying, all right?
Maybe you don't want him to be found.
Thank you, Nikki.
You know, you really shouldn't be so hard on him. He's been under a lot of stress lately, especially because he had to build a whole new team.
I know. I'm just gonna be really happy when all this is over. Well, I have a press conference in half an hour, so I'll be back.
All right.
Dr. Daves, I want to come take a look at this.
Is that the floater they pulled from the harbor the other day?
Yeah, it is. And are you seriously eating in here right now?
Guess what it's made from?
No, you're not supposed to be eating an autopsy, right?
What, you think that they're going to complain?
I guess you don't find that unsanitary.
Look, if you like how I run things around here, you can take your stingy ass back to Montclair and me.
Where'd you go to med school again?
Doctors,
Hey, Harry.
anything on the floater from the harbor yet?
We're working on that right now.
What?
Alright, well, just let me know when you have some.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just everything's crazy around here without Belle and Monica. I feel like I'm running around doing 3 times the work, and it's just really... Are you kidding me? Hello, Harry? Yeah? Yeah, I'll be right there, Ronnie. Yeah, I got it. Alright, great. Now I gotta go process something upstairs for Ronnie. Just call me when you get something.
So what, the only thing you come down here for is to complain?
Well, I certainly don't come to get evidence.
Hey, it's me. Alright, it's been a while now. It's probably safe to come out of hiding. Trust me. Alright, look. I need you to meet me at your place. And believe me, I checked. There's no FBI, not for blocks. And if there are, I'll deal with them. That'll be fine. But I need you to hurry, okay? Alright. You really better hurry.
Monica? Monica?
far too long since we last spoke.
Erickson, where's Monica?
Monica is alive and safe, and I must say I'm touched by your faux concern for her well-being.
If you hurt her, I swear.
Don't you have more pressing matters at the moment?
What are you talking about?
I do for now, Mr. Brown. Monica sends her regards.
Erickson?
Walk towards me.
John?
Reach for anything, I'll blow your head off. Get on your knees.
John, you got...
Get on your knees! Put your hands behind your head.
John, you're making...
Put your hands behind your head.
John, you gotta let me go.
Open your jacket.
Not on. How the hell did you find me?
FBI's had a warrant out for your arrest for about a month. They knew you'd come here. You're really lucky it's me here. Not a team of FBI agents. They shoot you first.
John, you don't understand what's going on. You really gotta let me go.
Why?
So just give me a chance to explain?
You have about 10 seconds to tell me what's going on.
Look, I know I've done a lot to you recently and I haven't been completely honest, but you just gotta trust me.
Stand up. Talk.
Shoot her and you become my next test. I apologize for Mr. Wyatt's men. They're not overly delicate. I wish you'd look at me. I'm very proud of you. After you were taken away from me, I thought you'd revert back to the way you were. But you've only grown in skill and competence. I promised I would make you into something great. But you've done the rest for me.
You torture me.
I would never hurt you, Monica. You were far too precious to me.
You don't care about me.
I do.
You tortured me.
I only did what was necessary to make you what you are, an agent worthy of the Chimera. Organizations around the globe would kill to have you. What you were before is nothing compared to now. I know the process was indelicate. I wish there was another way. I didn't want this for you. You are my greatest creation.
So, Chimera, terrorists, plague.
Pretty much.
I don't have to tell you how crazy this sounds, right?
No, you don't. So, do you believe me?
You know, if it was anyone else, I probably would have shot him, but you, I can't help it. But everyone else is gonna need a little more proof.
Yes, they will. That's
So you-
why I have this.
You have something.
Yes, this is a flash drive. It has a lot of incriminating evidence on it against them. That's what I was actually here to pick up today. I'll show it to you if you'll let me.
Okay.
These are some incriminating photographs of the medical trials they put their victims through testing this virus. It's a little graphic, so be advised.
Where did this come from?
This was developed by Chimera. It's the world's greatest biological weapon. They've been working on it since the 1980s, and they're finally ready to release it.
And this is what it does.
This is what it does. Direct injection works faster, but it can also be released as an airborne pathogen. Eventually it will dissipate, but it will infect anyone who breathes it in. It takes different amounts of time for the virus to take effect, depending on the person. Some may be hours, some may be minutes.
I can't just come home whenever you want me to feel like it. It does not work that way. Look, I am a police officer, not a fucking teacher. Shut up, just shut up. I can't just come home whenever you want me to fucking come home. It does not work like that. I'm not having this conversation with you right now. Just shut up. All right, goodbye.
I'm just going to process you. I'm from the crime lab. I'm going to take a saliva sample, DNA, and I'm also going to get your fingerprints. Can I ask you to open your mouth, please, sir?
I gotta get out of here.
No.
Listen,
I
I have to get out of here. I have to get out of here.
Sir, you're making this more complicated than it has to be.
No, you're making this more complicated.
I can have police in here in 30 seconds to hold you down. We have a warrant. You're making this much more complicated.
No.
Please, sir. You're making this.
Get away from me!
Listen, sir,
Get away from me!
Quick sample. Oh my God, are you alright? Sir, here, please, sit down. And we're just gonna... Hello, can anyone hear me? Sir, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it gets a lot worse, but it's not much, but that's all I have. I was here to meet with Monica to get intel on this, but I think Chimera already captured her.
Captured? You're sure?
I'm positive.
Need I remind you about this woman, Belle?
You don't know her like I do.
Oh, I don't know her like you do?
No, you
I
don't.
know I can't trust her. I know you can't trust her either.
She's the reason that I'm involved in all this.
Yeah.
No, in a good way. If it hadn't been for her, they would have already released it by now. She's the only person that's kept me in the loop the entire time to let me know what's going on, and that's why I haven't told you anything, because I'm trying to keep you from getting yourself killed. As you can see, Shane, Udris, and Thomas didn't suffer quite as well.
And they've got her.
They have her now. And I don't know what they're planning, but it can't be good. The virus is ready for mass production, and they're going to release it. Our first priority is we gotta get back to the station.
Okay.
There's an entire map of the place on the flash drive. We're gonna need that to aid us in our search. There's a good chance that Chimera's already taken over the station, so we gotta be prepared for anything.
So all of our men?
All of our men. Basically, we're not walking in the front door.
Yeah.
Question for you.
Yes, sir.
There's still an air conditioning duct over top of your office.
Absolutely. What are you thinking? Oh, no. No. No way. No. We're not doing that. No. No, we are not. Don't look at me like that. We aren't.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just don't tell me I'm too old for this shit.
You're too old for this shit.
Oh, okay, so what's the plan?
John, are you okay?
You just made me fall through a ceiling onto a floor. Other than that, I'm fine. Why?
Well, don't take this the wrong way, but this looks a lot like James Riddick's lair.
All right, Alex, don't start, all right? You asked me to trust you on this. I'm willing to give you that. There's a method to all this, believe me, all right?
Okay.
Fine. So what's the plan?
I don't have one.
Oh, great.
But here's what we can do.
Yeah?
But an unidentified number of hostiles in here. We have no power and no way out. So the first thing we're gonna need is more weapons and armor.
That's the weapons locker.
Let's go there first.
Let's get the hell out of here.
That doesn't seem to be working.
Going this way, that's for sure.
Well, luckily, there's always the window.
Clear. Let it go. Never seen it this way before.
Do you hear anything, John?
No, just dead silence.
That's what scares me.
Yeah.
Check the desk.
Up in here. You keep looking, I'm gonna sweep forward.
Be careful.
Yeah, call me if you need anything. Sir, Wildwood PD, you need help? Officer Clyde, is that you? Okay, that's enough. Okay, well, that's enough. Stop. Wildwood PD, stop or I will shoot you. Alex! Alex!
You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. Alex! Alex, what the hell was that?
That was a zombie, John.
I'm sorry?
A zombie, just like I told you.
Right?
Listen, John.
It's that easy, right?
Listen, you need to learn this. These people, they're no longer human. They're not your friends, they're not your coworker, they're not your family, they're not even your acquaintances. They are your enemy. And the next time they come at you like that, I may not be in the next room if you can't pull the trigger. So tell me now, can you pull the trigger the next time? Are
Yes.
you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Good, because it will save your life.
Okay, where did you learn to do this?
College.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Cover me?
Joe. Come on, Joe. Help's on the way, dude.
It's so hot.
Alright. Fever. Joe, do you feel nauseous? What symptoms do you have now?
Stop asking me questions!
Joe.
Just leave me alone!
Relax, Joe.
Just get off me!
Joe. Okay, Joe? Joe. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you?
Joe!
Harry, what the fuck?
It rains! Get the scalpel!
What?
Scalpel! Hurry up! I can't hold it much longer!
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Kill him! You have to stab him! There's no cure! Pain is serious! You have to kill him! There's no other way!
Can't be serious.
He's not curable! You have to kill him! I can't! He's gonna kill you and me! You have to stab him! Dave, I swear to God, there's no cure! You have to do it! Just do it, Dave! Just do it! You have to!
Harry, what the fuck, man?
You had to, Beans. You had to. He's just like all the other ones. They won't stop. They won't stop unless you make them stop.
Doctor? Doctor? Doctor, please!
Yes?
Where's Cal?
Doesn't matter.
Yes!
Why?
Because I need to know if he's okay or if he's hurt or...
You care about him very much, don't you? I don't know where he is.
Please.
He doesn't care about you.
No,
He doesn't care about anybody. What makes you so special? You dedicate so much energy to a man who will never see you as more than anything but a useful and fascinating object. What has he ever done for you?
He's my friend. He trusted me.
Is that all? When you told him about what happened to you all those years ago, what did he say? You were there for him when he was at his weakest, Monica. Where is he now?
Come.
He won't. And you don't need him to. After all this time, are you content to play the damsel in distress in need of rescue? Monica. I trust you. And I care about you. Belle is incapable of any such thing. I only want what's best for you. And you belong with the Chimera.
Here we are.
This is our armory?
Come on, Belle. What do you want? This is a small department. Well, budget cuts we've had over the years. I'm surprised this is what they gave us.
This'll have to do then.
Suit up. Combat vest. What if we got any survivors?
Well, if Chimera released an airborne version of this virus, which I assume that they did, it's safe to say that everyone who breathes it in would be infected.
Jeez. They never trained me for this, you know that?
Well, you learn a lot in this job.
So let me see, we got 223s, we got MP5s, more small arms than I can count.
Take more than we need, just in case we do run into some survivors.
Right.
Here. It's gonna need a way to carry them all.
Use one of these, right?
Never done that before, but first time for everything, I guess.
Baptism by fire is what they used to call it. Just seems so unreal, you know?
I assure you it's real.
How you dealt with that guy back then?
Listen, John.
Well, what happened to Tony, too.
Look, I'm really sorry I kept this going for so long. But you have to understand, I wanted to keep you out of this.
I love you, Alex. I really do. You drive me nuts sometimes. What? Don't even try. Phones are dead.
The lines leading out of the station have been cut, but if the backup generator is still running, then the internal communication system should still be up, right?
Good shot.
This is Alex Bell and John DeAngelis. We're in the armory.
Whoa. You really want to broadcast our location to this entire place?
John, they can't understand us. They're zombies. Haven't you ever seen a zombie horror movie or picked up a video game in the last 10 years?
Well, yeah, I have. It's just I didn't think I'd be playing it for real life. Excuse me. I'm not the big zombie killer that you are.
Sorry, too. But looks like I'm going to get to teach you something now.
Look forward to it.
Bell, John, it's Harry. Can you hear me? Harry, can you hear us? Where are you?
I'm in autopsy with Dr. Baines. Oh, thank you, science, you guys are alright. You guys picked a bad time to come back to the station.
Forget about the coincidence. Please tell me you have some answers.
Oh, we do, but it's a long story.
Let me go off on a limb here. It has something to do with zombies. And let me guess, this is some sort of disease and everyone's infected. Am I right?
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, that's it.
I guess it wasn't such a hard story after all.
Alright, now that this nice little horror movie's all summed up, can we meet up?
No, don't do that. Stay where you are, actually.
Wait, you don't want to meet up? Shouldn't we stick together?
No, I have a plan.
Well, wait a minute. A second ago you said you didn't have a plan.
I was lying then.
Oh, typical.
Look, I know a lot more about what's going on here than any of you do. And I know you want answers, but I'm really sorry, but I do not have time to explain them to you. What you need to know is that Dr. Erickson is behind this.
Wait, biotech CEO?
Yes, the biotech CEO.
Fucker, I knew it.
He's involved, and so is General Wyatt, the contractor from
Beer
Juice International, yes. They are behind the creation of this virus and the tragedy that's happened here today. But we can stop them. We can stop them from unleashing this virus on the world. But I need all the help that I can get. I know you guys want to get out of here, and I don't blame you. But I really need your help on this one. Can I count on you? We're in. Just tell us what to do. Okay. The best way to stop this virus is to get access to the labs. That's where they're keeping the samples. And the only way to get into the labs is through the station. There's an elevator hidden in the basement. That's the only way to get into the labs from the station.
Wait. You're telling us the whole time the answer to this whole problem's been underneath our noses? How did no one find out about this?
Because Chimera had a man working on the inside. And that inside man was Thomas.
What, the captain? No, this can't be real. No.
Listen. I don't have time for everyone to be shocked. Thomas was involved. I'm sorry, but I can prove it. He was involved. But that's not the thing right now. The main thing we need to worry about is getting access to the labs. And the only way to do that is in the basement. Harry, Baines, you're closest to that elevator. If you remember that room down there that only Thomas has access to, that's where you'll find the elevator. But be careful.
So what are we doing when we're inside the lab?
I honestly don't know, but just hold out until we can get there and we'll figure something out. I just need you to get in the labs, okay? I'm counting on you guys.
No. Fuck this. This is a fucking nightmare.
John?
This cannot be real. This is so
John!
real. No.
John, look, I don't have time to hold your hand while you have another existential crisis. What's going on here today is real. I need you to focus, okay? Can you focus?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. I promise, when this is all over, you can yell at me all you want.
Believe me, when this is over, I'm gonna yell at you like I've never yelled at you before, Alex.
Well, that speaks volumes. So what room are we looking for exactly?
There was always this room down here that Thomas never wanted anyone to go near. That's probably it.
Oh, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. When I first started here, I bumped into it accidentally, and Thomas almost ripped me a new one.
Well, that's the one we're looking for.
Whatever.
Nikki, what happened?
Everyone's falling. I don't know.
What happened? What's wrong?
I'm angry.
Angry? What are you talking about?
Nikki! Nikki, what's wrong? Nikki! Nikki, what are you doing? John! I don't know what happened.
Are you alright?
Everybody was on the ground. Nikki was...
Counselor, are you alright?
Nikki, she's...
A zombie?
Belle, what are you doing here?
It's a long story.
Why isn't he in handcuffs?
He's the only one that knows what's going on here, trust me.
What's going on?
It's supposed to be a control room that Al was talking about.
No shit glasses. Yeah, this is a control room. You must be smart or something today.
Oh, man, it was too much the virus talking.
Why? Aren't you sick?
I guess the virus takes longer. It's based on the host.
That doesn't make any sense. It's been hours since the attack, and you're still not sick yet. Where were you during the attack? What were you doing?
I was in the interrogation room. The suspect I was processing, he turned...
There's something wrong here.
I feel fine.
My name is Colin Thomas. If you are reading this, it means I am already dead. If you made it this far, you've probably watched your friends, family, or co-workers turn into homicidal maniacs. Their condition is caused by a virus called the encephalic plague. It can be spread through direct injection, exchange of fluids, air, or water. Once infected, symptoms include sweating, fever, coughing, blood, confusion, hallucinations, and most importantly, increased aggression. There's no known cure for this virus, at least not yet. A very small percentage of the population possesses a natural immunity to the virus. They will be unable to be infected even by direct injection. Those with these antibodies are the key. The cure can be made using their blood. If you're an employee of mine, you're probably wondering why I'm telling you this. You probably won't understand, but I've always known that Dr. Erickson would betray me. He truly cares about nobody but himself. I've known right from the start that he would squeeze me out of Chimera, and most likely Wyatt too. So this email is my one last hope of retribution for whatever he ends up doing to me. Find someone with the antibodies. I have all the components right in the room you are reading this. You need their blood to make the cure. Good luck.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get cracking.
I don't know. I mean, he works for Chimera. He could be lying.
That doesn't matter, because either way, if we don't try, I'm going to be dead. So we have to try. So give me a shot before it turns into a zombie and eats your brains.
So all this time,
Meg, I wouldn't have believed it myself had I not seen it.
this virus, is it contagious?
Yes. Have you been bitten or scratched?
No,
Good, keep it that way. Megan, you should get out of here as fast as possible.
I can't. All the exits are blocked. The doors and windows are blocked by steel shutters. The phone lines are cut. What the hell are they trying to do?
They're trying to contain the virus, at least for now. John, we've got to get to the elevator as soon as possible.
I'm coming with you.
No, you are not. It's too dangerous.
I'm not gonna sit here and wait for these things to wake up.
Hold on to that M4, kid.
You know how to use a gun, right?
I've used a gun. I've never shot anybody.
Meg, you have to remember, these are not people, you understand?
Let's go.
Shit, it's locked.
Damn it!
Gotta get in this door somehow. We need a key.
I got it. Come for me.
You're here. Belly ammo!
Got it.
I'm a slugger on the goddamn door! What?
The door's open.
Never mind. Let's go. Let's go.
Meg.
No time. Come on.
Well, I think I got it. You think it'll work? I have no idea, but it's worth a try. What are you?
Still?
So what do we do now?
Now we wait.
If he does come, ideally he would join the Chimera. You've made Mr. Bell into a very interesting prospect. I would like to have him.
And if he refuses?
If he refuses, he will kill us both.
I don't think he'd hurt me.
If he thinks that you are no longer of any use to him, he won't hesitate to kill you. I recommend you do whatever is necessary to remain alive.
And you?
Whatever happens, the virus will be disseminated. Ideally, I would like to work on it further. I'd rather like it if you'd stay with me. I would really enjoy your company.
I would like that.
Oh, well, isn't this cute? The Chimera back together again. Who let the dog off the leash?
You should watch your tone, Mr. Wyatt.
Oh, don't talk to me that way, Doc. I just had an interesting call with Victoria. She told me that not only is your virus finished, but it's been released already, which is news to me because you didn't tell me it's finished!
Must have slipped my mind.
Oh, don't play games with me, Doc. This partnership is finished. I'm giving the order to have my men come and take the virus. Through being jerked around! Don't you walk away from me!
Will that be all?
For you? Absolutely.
Go! Didn't I tell you I trusted you?
I thought you were allowed to testing.
I did, actually. Wonderful work. And when Mr. Bell comes, if he refuses my offer, don't leave him alive.
How do you feel? Actually, I'm starting to feel a lot better. Like, really good.
This is great. If we can mass produce the antidote, we can stop the virus before it's too late.
That's great. Let's get on that train, man.
Who the hell are you?
It doesn't matter at this point, but my name's Wyatt.
From Beer Case International?
Yeah, that's me. So glad I found you. I heard a rumor that Thomas had a candidate with the antibodies. Here you are. You're coming with me.
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, trust me, you're coming with me in one way or another. This is my last shot at getting back at Erickson.
Put the gun down, General. Now.
DeAngelis.
Put it down. Slowly. Harry, take the elevator back up to B4. There's an emergency train and they'll get you out of here. Go now.
What about you?
Don't worry about me. I'll be along in a second. I just have to have a quick word with the General. Go, please. Turn around. Told you I'd get you one way or another, didn't I? Wasn't expecting it to be this way, but I'm not complaining.
You really hate me, don't you?
Now, why would I hate you, Wyatt? Because you killed thousands of people? Because you unleashed a virus that turns people into killing machines?
No, you really want to hit me, don't you? Come on, drop the gun. Fight me like a man. Are you afraid? Are you a coward?
Don't touch him! Don't touch him!
Broken?
Yeah, no kidding, they're broken.
I got you, John. I got you. I got you.
Okay. Man, Harry, no offense, but I never thought it'd be you saving my life one day.
That's all right. Thanks. You got that ready?
Yeah. What the hell are you doing back here? I thought I told you to get out.
The train, I couldn't power it on. There's something with the controls.
Shit. Have you seen Belle?
No sign of him.
Mr. Monica. Yeah. Ah.
I think there would be a way we can control it from here, though. The train.
Yeah, all right. Come on.
Are you all right?
Yeah. All right. I need you to listen carefully, okay? I'm gonna try and power it on from here. I need you to get back there and get out of here. Okay?
What about Belle and Monica?
They'll find a way. They always do. Just go. Please. Get out of here.
You've changed since we last met, Mr. Bell. Discovered a flair for the theatrical.
You could say that, among other things. You, on the other hand, haven't changed a bit. Nice tie.
I was hoping you'd make it out of the station alive. I expect a position in the Chimera to be vacated soon, and I can think of no better man to fill it.
I'll pass.
Don't pass up this opportunity. Isn't it time you allowed yourself to live up to your full potential? With gifts like yours, you can do anything you want, so long as you are not stopped by rules. But let's face it, you've never been one to play by rules.
Sorry, but I'm through letting other people tell me what to do. Now stop stalling. Where's Monica?
Straight to the point then. Very well. Although I dare say you'll be less than pleased with this little family reunion.
Monica? Are you okay?
Doctor, General Wyatt's dead. Cameras confirmed that John DeAngelis is the one that took care of him for us.
Pity. I'd have liked to have dealt with him myself. No matter. It would seem Mr. Bell has no interest in joining our cause. You know what to do.
Monica, what's wrong with you? Why are you listening to him?
I'm afraid your partner now belongs to the Chimera, where she rightfully belongs.
I knew you wouldn't say yes. I thought you were stubborn. But I thought that maybe you could care about someone other than yourself. Maybe even me.
Oh, come on, Monica. You're going to work for Erickson now? You're stronger than that. You're one of the strongest people that I know. You have no business listening to this nerd.
Oh, don't pretend you give a damn about what I do. I'm the one kind assassin and keep you entertained. Dr. Erickson is the only person who ever gave a damn about you.
He doesn't give a damn about you. Why else would he record you just to get the results that he wants? Why else would he give you a new identity? A new name and everything. I'm not talking about the cold-blooded assassin named Monica. I'm talking about the real you. The Navy man whose job it was to rescue you. Sarah and Burnett.
No, that's not who I am anymore.
But it can be. People can change. Don't let this pencil pusher tell you any different. Because I changed. I did. And you can too. I had offers. I could have listened to Victoria, joined the Chimera and worked for this douche. I could listen to my father and take it over a satanic cult, which would have been fun. But I didn't. You can make these decisions too. Neither one of us had any place in this world. But we give each other reasons to live. You were there for me more times than I can count. So this time I need to be there for you. Because I do care about you.
You're far too intelligent to be convinced by his lies, Monica. Kill him!
You didn't even shrug your shoulders.
It's because I'm not lying. But he is. Yes, I can. I didn't have have to hear the words he used to know he's a liar? Just look at his tie. What a liar for a tie like that.
Enough! Kill him already, damn you!
I don't need either.
I don't take my chances with that.
Yes.
Can you just pretend that never happened?
Sure, I guess. If I can trust you.
I understand if you didn't.
Well, trust isn't something that I give out easily. But for you, I guess I'll make an exception. You seem trustworthy enough.
Self-destruct system has been activated and cannot be aborted. This facility will detonate in 10 minutes.
Damn it, Erickson.
We can work out our trust issues later. Let's go!
Right.
The self-destruct system has been activated and cannot be aborted.
Yeah, it is.
This facility
If it
will
hadn't been
detonate
for that
in 10
flash drive, we never would have found it. Are you okay?
I'm fine, why?
Well, killing Erickson couldn't have been an easy thing to do. Especially since they put you through everything you went through in the Navy.
I'm fine, trust me, I've never been better.
The self-destruct system has been activated and cannot be aborted. This facility will detonate in 10 minutes.
Everybody? This is it. This is everybody.
Ronnie, Nikki, Tony, Megan.
No, Harry, this is it. It's just us.
Oh,
Where's Baines?
he didn't make it either. But
What about John?
he's back in the control room. He's trying to get the train started. He was successful.
Well, you better hurry back. We don't have much time.
That's some bad news, guys. I can't come with you. I got enough time to get the train rolling, but not enough time to get there before it leaves.
John, it's Belle. Listen, you can still make it. You better hurry. Get back on the train.
You guys gotta get clear of the blast.
John.
Alex, don't argue with me. I need you to take care of them. You guys survived this. Need to make sure this never happens again. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve with each and every one of you.
John, just get on the train.
I'm sorry, Alex. Bye, kid.
John!
Well, John, it's been a fun ride.
He sacrificed his life to save us. We couldn't have gotten out of here without...
I know that. Doesn't make it any better. Now what? Stop. I'll go check it out.
That's far enough, Belle.
Victoria!
Partner, we meet again. Except this time you're not getting away. Don't even think about reaching for that knife. They'll be long dead before you even do. Why don't you just put that on the ground and keep it over there?
What are you planning to get out of this?
You didn't really think I'd be leaving empty-handed, did you? Erickson may be dead, but his virus will fetch a high price in the black market. As is the entity we created. I think I'll sell them as a package deal.
mean, it's in liquid form, not airborne, but none of that'll matter if you can't get the door open.
What happened to the infected car? What happens to the infected car, Monica?
If a pathogen is detected, the car detaches and self-destructs.
If I cut the power to the door, I can get it open.
You think?
It's the best shot we have.
Alright, we'll go.
Has it always been this way for you?
Sometimes. Seems like it's one strange thing after another. It's my job to protect people from strange things. I've been on the Chimera mission for 15 years.
Before that, you were undercover as district attorney.
And before that, I saw you meet John and Rachel.
You were there before Rachel?
Surprise.
I'm not surprised. Do you remember Jennifer Malone?
Agent Malone was elected for candidacy to the agency for her exemplary FBI record. You know, I hear that a lot of agents are ex-FBI, ex-CIA.
Then you know that we were together for a short time.
I do keep track of those things, but it didn't seem like it was going anywhere, so I didn't make much note of it.
She was a good agent. She was a nice woman. I liked her. But she did rearrange my kitchen.
I see.
That's just it. You do see. She didn't. But still, you can't just rearrange some guy's kitchen.
Technically, I rearranged your kitchen.
But it's different. She tried to make it pretty. You destroyed it.
I helped clean it up.
Put everything back the way it was before. No curtains, no pictures, no flowers, glasses on the right, plates on the left.
Exactly the way you wanted it.
This was all connected. From the very beginning. You gathering all of us together. Thomas manipulating and stringing us along every step of the way. I should have known something was up when the entire station transferred from Miami to Wildwood.
Do you wish I hadn't involved you in all this?
No.
Even though Tony and John...
We saved the world, Monica. Tony and John and the others, they were all good cops. Better than me, face it. I'm terrible. I would have preferred it if they were alive, but it was all necessary. We had to stop the Chimera. Well, what do we do now?
You can do whatever you want to do. What do you want to do?
It's a very dangerous question. Let's see. Everyone I know is either dead or gone. I have no family. I have no job. The station is destroyed, and I'm on the top of the FBI's most wanted list. There's not a lot of options out there for a guy like me.
I can give you a fresh start. New identity, new city. If that's what you want, of course.
Well, what are you going to do now that all this is over?
Oh, it's far from over.
What are you talking about? We stopped the Chimera. It's over.
It's not over, Bill. There's a lot more out there.
More.
Things? The people that I work for, they're called the agency. The Chimera Initiative fell under an umbrella of things that it's our job to deal with. Things it's best the public doesn't know about.
There are more than zombies that the public doesn't know about?
So much more.
Please tell me Area 51 is still a hoax.
Area 51 was a testing facility for advanced military aircraft.
Good. For a second there, I thought you were going to tell me the aliens exist.
Not that I know of, but you're on the right track. There's a lot of things it's best that people don't find out.
And it's the agency's job to make sure these stay secret.
By any means necessary. That's why we're shadow operatives. We cut ties with family and friends. The only people that even know we exist are our partners. When you join, you agree to become a non-entity. The only person that even knows your name is your partner. You have to be okay with not existing, but you also have to trust your partner completely. They're your only lifeline. Trusting someone completely is very difficult. That's what it takes to be an agent. I understand if you can't.
Sarah, I didn't even trust Rachel completely. I assumed that one day she'd assume I'd just turn normal on my own. You're asking me to destroy my identity and join a secret government agency dedicated to fighting zombies.
It's not just zombies, Belle.
Call me Alex.
Will that be all then? Then I will take that as a goodbye and a Godspeed. It's been a pleasure working with you, Alex, and I certainly wish you luck.
Sarah, there is something you can do for me.
Name it.
Paul Kramer? No, it's Harry Glasses. Yeah. I'm sure you've been following the news, and I'm sure that you... Yeah, I'm sure that you saw what had happened. They don't really have a clear understanding what's going on yet, but I just... Yeah. I really, really hate to be the one that has to tell you this, but... Unfortunately, Ronnie didn't make it. I know. And I'm very sorry for your loss. She was a great friend, she was a great cop, and she was one of the best partners that I ever had. And we've lost a great officer and a great friend, and I know. I just wanted to make sure that you heard it from someone you know before you heard it from the news. You're welcome. Alright.
Dr. Joseph Erickson and General Merciless Wyatt have both had their deaths confirmed. The Wildwood Police Department, along with the labs and all samples of the plague, have been destroyed. As far as the public is concerned, it was an act of terrorism. The suspects have been apprehended, and justice is being served. Harry Glasses, one of the two surviving candidates, is now working for the Centers for Disease Control as a researcher. He's dedicated his life to finding the cures for any viruses used in bioterrorism. The hours are much better, of course, which gives him more time to spend with his family. Harry finally reconnected with Madeline Craven and his son, Ronald. As far as I know, Maddie and Harry are currently engaged and are reportedly very happy together. Harry never told Maddie anything about what happened. Agent Mike Franco will never let go of his obsession with finding Alex Bell. That obsession will most likely end his career, as his superiors will consider him a liability as his desperation grows. But of course, I took care of that. Tony Carson, John DeAngelis, Megan Stokes, Ronnie Sakula, and so many others gave their lives to save the world. They were honored, along with all other officers killed in the blast, at an expensive cemetery. Their sacrifices will never be forgotten. All in all, I consider this mission a success. The Chimera is no more, and the plague has been destroyed. But more importantly, I believe I've found a new recruit. He has the skill set, the mindset, and the morality required by this organization. With your permission, I'd like to introduce our newest recruit. Alex Bell. And before you ask, he has been briefed. He knows the routine. And he's ready. But for your benefit, Director, I'll ask him again. Alex, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Tonight, Ron, we're gonna try a different kind of story. This is a little bit of a longer story, but Mommy's working late, so we have time. This one takes place in a faraway land called Miami. And it's about a man we call Officer Udris.